All right, be honest, because we see you on social media being honest. It's judgment-free zone. 800-682-1075. Are you sick and tired of the Taylor Swift NFL coverage, which will be on hyperdrive with the Super Bowl, of course, because her boo, Travis Kelce, is in the Super Bowl.
It's going to be on hyperdrive, or we're already there?
I think the Super Bowl because then you even take people who don't even care about football that are even into it.
That's true. They'll be tuning in,
people are saying that it's a script, that basically this was all planned by the NFL to get them into the Super Bowl. So Taylor Swift, this huge, deal with Taylor Swift is there.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's so stupid.
I have smart friends that believe the NFL is scripted. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, they're saying that the referees and stuff are all part of the plan and make these calls to leverage the win.
Is this the Illuminati seeping in somehow,
I love
some way?
conspiracy
Yes,
theory,
you do.
but
Well, I cannot get behind that one.
It's too many people involved.
Yes.
You've got like 600 people in the NFL. They're like, yeah, we're going to risk our body and maybe even our life to go along with some script. And yeah, I'm just going to pick the Panthers and be on this terrible team and get hurt.
But that's kind of conflicting what you say. I mean, there's a lot of people involved all over the world about the moon landing, too.
He doesn't really believe that.
Yes, he does.
No. He
does.
can't. He can't. Deep down inside,
It's
intellectually.
like 75% chance we didn't do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a lot of people involved. It's just they had everyone doing what they thought was going on.
Government for years and everything else and the files and all these other countries and scientists. Yes, there's a ton of people
video
involved.
of Armstrong saying he didn't land on the moon as he got older.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
I
Anyways, not
refuse to be a part of a show that spreads that kind of nonsense.
I guess you have to leave then because I'm not.
Or you'll have to leave.
No,
Yeah.
you said no. I didn't refuse to be a part of the show. You said you refused to be a part of the show.
Meaning that I'll veto you off, and then everybody else who agrees with me will also veto you off.
What about
That's how it'll go.
freedom of thought and speech?
No, not here.
No.
Oh, really?
That's not what we do.
North Korea in the morning. Yes.
North Korea in the morning.
When it comes to believing whether we landed on the moon.
Who cares?
Yes.
And when you're proven wrong, which you will one day.
No, I won't be.
When you meet your maker,
No.
he's going, hey, Jerry was right about the...
If when I meet my maker and he brings up your name, I'm going to be real mad.
and by the way, he's way up there. I know you're surprised, but he's way up there. You can visit him if you want.
He's got his own planet.
If he, if he lets you. And it hasn't been landed on by any Armstrongs.
Okay. All righty.
Right. We're getting off topic a little bit.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I do believe in some conspiracy theories.
Jared
but
actually lives on the moon, man. That's where his spirit resides.
I chose that one because it had never been landed on before. A virgin planet, a virgin moon.
We're going to have a lot to explain to Jason after the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
No, I know. Matt, I will fight you later for that comment. And,
Matt, I commend you.
Yeah, of course she does.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
I laughed.
Yes.
I get it more than anybody.
Yeah.
Fake news, by the way. Don't get all your information from South Park. I'll just say that. All right. So are you sick and tired of the Taylor Swift? You see it all over social media. People are saying, oh, I hate Taylor Swift. Lisa, what do you think?
I've been tired of her since before the Kelce dude.
Really?
Why is that?
Yeah, why?
Because, I mean, call me bitter or whatever, but she's just, I mean, she's a 30-year-old woman pretending to be a 14-year-old girl, it seems, and I'm just over it. When I was 14, I loved her, but I'm not 14 anymore.
All right. All right. Sounds
He's a certified hater.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Sticking to your guns.
I like the haterism.
Is she still on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you, so you said when you were 14, you loved her music. And so, but now you feel like you've grown up and matured and stuff. Are you not liking that she's just acting so immaturely? Like you don't think that she has matured at all?
I think it's all an act. I think it's part of the spew that makes her money because 14-year-old girls will buy records and grown-ups know how to make a choice.
Okay.
So I think it's all part of her act.
Lisa, you don't sound bitter at all, by the way. I mean, as an unbiased person.
We know you were worried about that.
She's like, call me bitter. I don't care.
No, thank you. Good call. Appreciate it. Let's go to Chris. Chris, are you over the Taylor Swift coverage by the NFL?
I'm over it. Not saying I don't like her, because I do, but it just gets annoying when you just constantly hear about the same thing over and over and over, like Katie.
Like Katie.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I love all of y'all. Y'all are a great show.
I can tell. Chris, you don't sound like an a-hole. Not at all.
I'm not.
Oh.
Well, I guess I am. I'm
A little bit.
sorry. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I'm a bigger Jason Goodman. That's all I can say. You get
Bigger-
over it.
See, that is hurtful, Jason.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
hurtful.
it is. He likes me, and he says he's likes
no,
me.
no.
At the same time, it's like
I do
not the
like
best
you,
representation.
But I'm a lot bigger than you.
Yeah.
He's a bigger a-hole.
He's
You're
like,
a small
to be
a-hole.
clear.
Physically.
His
yeah.
a-hole is much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is what he said.
The circumference is just larger. Yeah.
All right. Are you sick and tired of the Taylor Swift coverage? Let's go to Zarina. Zarina, go ahead.
Yes, I am sick and tired of seeing Taylor Swift on my TV every Sunday. If you're a true football fan, you do not want to see Taylor Swift on your TV. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What about when they show other celebrities? Do you like seeing the other celebrities?
Yes, because it's not as excessive. I mean, Tom Brady married Giselle. Did we see Giselle every other Sunday on TV? No, we didn't. You would think that Travis and Taylor were married with 5 kids, and that's not the case. It's just, if you're a true football fan, you just want to watch the game and not see Patrick Mahomes' wife and Taylor Swift doing handshakes. It's so cringe.
Zarina, who do you poll for? You sound like you're a big football fan.
I'm a huge fan, and I love Carolina Panthers. I've been a fan since Rodney Peete was quarterback. I know they're terrible this year. So then I was rooting for Baltimore, and, of course, they lost. So now I'm like, I don't even want to watch it, the Super Bowl, at all.
Oh, wow.
Makes it worse that Taylor put out Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Taylor Swift herself
Thank
did.
you, guys.
All right. Thank you, Zarina. I think if you're a true football fan, you love this. It's good for the game. There's more eyeballs on it. You got people that aren't big. There are people, Taylor Swift fans who don't really care about. My daughter, who doesn't, she knows more than she lets on because she'll say something like, how do you even know that? But because I guess she's just around it a lot. And she's like, I will watch the game because I want to see if Taylor Swift's there.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying they don't. They want the substance of the game, not people watching it because of Taylor Swift. It's about the actual game. That's what people are
Well,
saying.
but do you feel like you're not getting the game?
They're not showing her like during a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes drops back.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Taylor doing?
Middle
And
of
you,
a touchdown
missed it.
pass.
You're like, we'll be back later, and you're like, what's the score? They just, you have no idea. Yeah.
Well, when we were watching when the Chiefs won, I kept saying, because my daughter, who's 8, kept saying, where's Taylor Swift? And I
Right.
said, oh, just watch, because now that they've won, I mean, it was like the big celebration, they're going to pan from the field to the box, but they never did. I mean, now when she was on the
she went
field.
on the
She on the
field.
field,
Yeah.
yeah.
But she, had to start in the box, right? So, but they never did. So it was
Well,
all
they
the
panned
focus.
once up in the box.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, before the win.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
before
during
the
the game,
win.
yeah.
After the actual win, it was everybody stayed on the field, and then of course they showed
That was
Taylor
by
on the field.
technique because they wanted everybody to continue watching to see if we're ever going to see an appearance with her.
Of
after.
course, she was going to be down there, but
Yeah.
I felt like you were really in the moment and celebrating their win. It wasn't about Taylor in that moment.
yeah.
You
And
know?
then Giselle would be on the field when she's
Yeah, and
married
their
to Tom Brady. And they're
kids and-
kissing and all that
sure.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there should be. I think there should be a Taylor Swift cam that you can opt to be on.
You can just watch it.
just watch her.
That'd be.
I mean,
a lot of
ESPN when
ratings.
Duke and Carolina play,
Uh-huh.
and every time they play, it's like on 4 different channels. There's like a rim cam, there's a side view cam, there's an aerial cam, there's a Dickie V cam. Like, let's get a Taylor Swift cam, and then people can just choose to watch that shows the game, but in the bottom corner or wherever is Taylor Swift at all times.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
Not a
don't
bad idea.
really feel now I do think it's more coverage, but I don't feel like it's that much more excessive compared to any of the other celebrities that we would see.
I think you're right. I just think
Right?
it's because she's dating Travis Kelce and they're always on TV and they're good.
And it happened. Yes, they're good. And then it happened where they really were hot and heavy. And we've never seen this from Taylor Swift
No.
before, where she's been so openly
Yes.
all about it.
Well, I think it's all the reporting. It's the
Mhm.
constant reporting that people start getting against it. I did come up on. It's funny that I just opened my feed up, and the first thing I said, "Mark safe from Taylor Swift being at a football game." today."
I do see the hate. I'm kind of shocked by it.
I am too.
I think they do it in other sports. I mean, go to a
Yes.
Lakers game. You show Jack Nicholson all the time
Nonstop.
courtside. Spike Lee at Knicks games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
different.
pretty common.
Nonstop.
It's the nonstop reporting of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship.
That's also part of it, yeah. Let's go to Celeste. Celeste, are you sick and tired of the NFL's coverage of Taylor Swift?
What I'm sick and tired of is NFL fans complaining about it because
Yeah.
No, because honestly, she has brought millions to a viewership. I mean, she's grown time watch dollars to a viewership who normally wouldn't care by the mere fact she's going to be shown or engaged. They're engaged and they're watching the game and being engaged for her. She deserves respect for what she's doing by supporting her boyfriend. And then players are like, oh, what about me? Well, you want respect, actors. You got players out there that are legit committing crimes, beating significant others, killing people. But Taylor Swift is the problem.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I think it's your toxic masculinity, guys. Just because Taylor's at the game and everybody's talking about her doesn't make yours smaller.
Well, it's not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. It's not about all guys, though. I see a lot of women.
A lot of women hating it.
That's true, but there are a lot of men who are like, "Ooh, it's about the game."
Well, a lot
of
women.
But
even okay, fine. So as a woman, I'd say do better because she's darned if she does, darned if she doesn't. If she wasn't there, she'd be like, oh, where's Taylor?
Yeah, so
What's
true.
going on?
You're right. And then she's actually there supporting him.
The situation is, show me Taylor Swift all day so I don't have to watch another morally corrupt guy do a basic dance in the end zone because he thinks he's special. Will you guys try to sell me Viagra?
More money than we will ever see in our lifetime.
Right, and
you know
Taylor
what I mean?
Swift, too,
and Taylor Swift, but at least it's like something positive.
Well,
She's
it is positive.
She's there
I love
supporting
it.
her man. You'd think that more men would be
Well,
like,
the New
hell
York
yeah.
Times,
Not just
let's
men,
do it.
Katie.
25 seconds.
Yes.
25 seconds of airtime each week.
Yes.
More women should even be like, wow, she's really cool. She's really positive. It seems like a decent person and has these.
I agree with you.
I would take this over.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Katie.
Well, I just was going to say, I agree it is not just men, but I will say the majority of the complaining that I have been hearing has been from men
Really?
because
I
don't
find
have
it the
all that
opposite.
many women who are like, hell yeah, NFL. Do you know what I mean?
I think on social media you see like kind of a split.
I see
Maybe.
the opposite.
I'm seeing a lot of
Look
men.
when Jason Kelsey was there. But look when Jason was there, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, how much fun is he?" And he's so supportive. We love Jason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I will say, as far as viewership goes, she has brought more viewers to the NFL. I think the biggest ever, more viewers than ever. The last playoff game with the Chiefs was, I think, a record-breaking viewership playoff game with 48 million people compared to the Miami game, which only had 25 million. But that was also because it was a paper.
Peacock. Yeah, and then
Well, brand value too. I saw research somewhere. She brought 331.5 million to the brand of the Kansas City Chiefs
in the NFL overall. Yeah, and they said the Super Bowl is only going to probably double that.
I'm sorry. It's dudes being upset that we're not talking about dudes.
I think also there's a lot of women hating on Taylor Swift. I see it all over social media. Women hate. I'm even. Maybe it stands out more.
Again, because they're. You want to know what it is? It's triggering because they're like, well, she's supporting her boyfriend, and they're talking about her. Why isn't someone looking at me?
That's also probably true.
That could be it
Now,
too.
Celeste, where do you buy your vagina?
They're used to. Oh, this is supposed to be a guy thing. It's like the syndrome.
I'm with you. I think that is a really great point. I really do. She's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't.
I agree with that. It gets upsetting when it's like, oh no, this is. I see a lot of times women like against women bosses. It's like women at the end.
I think it also has to do with your Facebook feed. I mean, and who
there's a
your
lot of
friends
women
are.
that hate women.
For sure there are, but. Again, I don't have a lot of female friends.
Yeah, all these NFL fans who don't want to look at Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Women.
Celeste, where do you buy your vagina hat when you go marching? I want to know.
Oh, you went for it again. Good job.
She stomped over it the first time.
Small local businesses.
Shop local.
Female-owned local businesses.
No men. If there's a man in there, leave the store immediately. All right. No.
Nope. Yep, exactly. With my patchouli. Thank you.
Yes. I would think
Great call.
Men would be so hype about it.
I love it.
Here and I'm not just saying. I hate that I have to I'm just saying. I would think that men would be like, here's my woman. And good for him.
I love it.
His woman's showing up for her.
I love how unabashedly into Travis Kelce and vice versa.
Yes.
That she is when he scores a touchdown. It was funny during the last game against the Ravens. I don't think she saw the touchdown, and they panned to her, and she goes, was that Travis? Was that Travis? They said, yes. She just went nuts. She got her Travis Kelce '87 ring on. She's all in. She's decked out. She has more Kansas City Chiefs stuff on than anyone else in the stadium.
Now, I don't think she knows what's going on. Let's be truthful. I don't think she has a
did
damn
say
clue.
that when she showed up, she was wondering where the yellow line was.
I don't think she knows at all what she's watching, but she's there and she's hype about it. Okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I love it.
You know?
As a huge NFL fan, I love it. Jason, do you love it?
I do. I think it's especially from her because she seems to be like a very positive.
Yes.
She seems to have some good morals and values in the way she presents herself, and she is adding to another dynamic to the NFL, and it doesn't really hurt. It's like, oh, there she is. Oh, that's cool. It's almost like after the play, the commentators are commentating on maybe just a mediocre play or not even a great play. Well, okay, here's a little side piece of Taylor Swift to see. That's cool too.
Yeah.
I don't think that she should be doing any sort of trash talking, because that's going to be the dead giveaway that she doesn't know what she's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I think being supportive.
That's season 2.
Yeah. Like, you're going to have to be there longer than just walking
Y'all
in.
got to at least get engaged or married.
Well, because that's always the telltale sign too. You know, like when you have girls or girlfriends or whatever, that maybe you hang out with your group of guys or whatever, and then they come along and then they are trash talk and they don't know what they're.
Oh yeah, if someone trash talks, it's a big tell when they don't know what they're talking about.
And they don't know. For example, I think Brittany Mahomes might be kind of guilty of that.
That's the only issue I have with any of this. I don't mind that Taylor's being covered. I want her at the games.
Yep.
I just don't want this to make Brittany Mahomes' ego even bigger than it already is.
Just to let you know, they did a poll at the end of December about the Taylor Swift impact on the NFL, if it's positive or not. 70% of people are saying that Taylor Swift has been a positive impact for the NFL. 64% of men and 75% of women. So there are that means 25% of women are not for it, and about 35% of men are not for it.
Yeah, interesting. Let's go to Bailey. Bailey, are you sick and tired of the NFL's coverage of Taylor Swift? Go ahead.
So not only is it good for these little girls to learn about football and bond with their dads, but when the Manning brothers were playing, when the Manning brothers were playing, I would always pan to one of them during a play, and no one complained. And now we're all loving Jason Kelsey because he's throwing his shirt off. It's because she's a woman. I have to say it. But now little girls can bond with their dads and learn football and spend more time with them.
I think it's not because she's a woman. I think because she's the biggest star in the world, and sometimes it could feel like an oversaturation. I don't feel that way. I love it. Because Giselle they did pan to Giselle every game when Tom Brady threw a touchdown.
They did, yeah.
And he threw a lot of touchdowns, so they panned a lot, and she's holding up signs, you need to retire, and I'm going to ruin your life.
I
don't know why she did that during the game.
I don't remember it as much with her.
Oh, I remember seeing her.
Oh, they panned her every time that he scored a touchdown. They would pan. If she was at the game, they would pan to her.
And she was always on the field after they won with the kids and came down and was always the first one.
But she wasn't, although supermodel-wise, the GOAT, some would say, but she wasn't like everywhere. So I think some people get tired of somebody that's everywhere.
I think they're just sick of her. Yeah, they're just sick of her being everywhere. That's the only problem. Because when the Manning brothers were doing it, nobody cares. Giselle, nobody cares. Jason Kelsey, we all love.
With Jessica Simpson and Tony Romo, there was some interest there, but
same thing when Tony Romo dated Carrie Underwood for a little bit.
Yes, that's true.
And she'd be at the games.
Yeah.
Was Reggie Bush playing for the Saints when he dated Kim Kardashian?
I believe so.
So
I think
I don't remember the coverage there, but I remember. That was huge.
Taylor Swift's tour was the biggest tour ever. She is a billionaire. It's happening now. So there's a lot of moving parts, and the fact of her dating life was already very under the spotlight, as it was, and all of a sudden now it's
and I really think this is maybe more sports related, but if Taylor Swift were dating a star player from the Lions or like an underdog team that was an underdog story, I don't think you see as much hate. There's already people who hate the Chiefs because they win all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you have, it's like you have all these winners. It's like, oh, really? And now the guys, they're going to Super Bowl again.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. I said, I'm not a Taylor Swift. I don't support this. I'm not against Taylor Swift. I'm against Travis Kelsey. Like, if she could, I'm tired of seeing this because of him and Patrick Mahomes. Like, Taylor Swift could be with any other player. I mean,
like Tyreek Hill or something.
Yeah, any other player not on the Chiefs, and I would support it 110%. But the fact he's with Travis Kelsey, and I think he's actually kind of douchey. He's very charismatic and funny, but I think he's kind of a douche. Even the Ravens game, he was throwing the kicker, the kicker for the Ravens. He was throwing his equipment before the game out of the way.
That was funny.
Yeah, being douchey. Like, you're gonna pick on the kicker, dude? Really?
But maybe
So
they're
I
friends
think
and he
he's-
was just kidding around. We don't know.
No, Justin Tucker said after the game that he does that all the time. He wasn't like in their space. He does that almost every game he does, and it's the first time someone had a problem with it, and he doesn't know why they took it deep like that. But
Well, if you're going to fight someone on the other team, the kicker is probably the right choice.
yeah, exactly. Hence making Travis Kelce kind of a douche. And so
I can see. I had not ever thought about that before,
Yeah.
but I could see because
Yeah.
how much would their relationship be covered if the Chiefs were not going to the Super Bowl or
if she was
before? You
dating
know,
somebody on the Commanders, we would never
Well,
even
we
show.
wouldn't.
We wouldn't even know.
She wouldn't go to those games.
imagine if she had been dating someone on the Lions. It'd be
Imagine.
such a magical story.
This
I'd be so behind it.
Yeah.
You're gonna like cop out the winners that always win.
Yeah.
The douchebags. You're gonna date one of them. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
And there's some hate with Giselle too and Tom Brady because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like people hated the Patriots because they won all the time and cheated, and Belichick's not likable. But besides that, then Giselle, and he's married to the #1 supermodel. It's like people like to pull people down.
how
And-
much
and
more
she-
fairy tale
Yeah,
could this
kick-
be?
yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Taylor
Okay.
Swift has so far handled herself way better than the Giselle. They went to Giselle one time, and when they lost the game, and they said something, asked a question to Giselle, and she turned around and said, "Well, my husband can't throw and catch the ball."
Which in that moment, I was like, "That's hot."
yeah.
She's supporting her man, but causing problems
Yeah,
in the
but
locker
damn,
room.
dude.
Yeah,
That's like, yeah.
the receivers are like, "Really?" All right.
Do you guys want to know some of the prop bets
Yes.
that are coming for the Super Bowl? So there's a couple prop bets going on, not just a few. There's a ton. But will Travis Kelce propose to Taylor after the game?
If they win, maybe.
What are the odds?
They say about
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
they say an 8% chance of that happening.
Okay, so that's huge odds. You bet $10, you're probably going to win a few hundred.
They
Yeah.
say 8% chance, and then said partly because he wouldn't do it after a loss. So that's why they're saying it's
Right.
right. Will Taylor Swift be shown during the national anthem? I
Of
say
course.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Will the MVP of the game mention Taylor Swift?
Ooh.
Well, that- I
If
don't-
it's a
not
Chiefs
likely.
player, probably.
It'll be
it's ca-
Mahomes,
if it's-
though.
Yeah, it's probably Mahomes. Although he's been talking. It's Mahomes and Kelsey are the most likely ones to mention.
Yeah, they're likely to win the MVP. You're like, I want to thank
you for being here.
I'm so glad Taylor was in the stands.
And Tay, she's really great.
Thanks
Really.
for letting my wife be in your posse.
I love puppets.
Said there's only about a 22% chance of that because it would have to be Travis Kelce to do
Which
it.
is unlikely.
Yeah, which is unlikely. So
Usually
there you
the
go.
quarterback.
Mhm.
All right, you can bet on anything, literally.
Yep.